Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Hey you, welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
I'm wife.
And together we're reading the Bible.
Starting with Genesis and eventually ending with Revelations, we're working through every book and offering our atheist 2 cents.
Or shekels.
Yeah, those. We're asking questions and pointing out all the nonsense.
We aren't academics or scholars.
Nope. In fact, when it comes to religion, we really don't know anything at all.
What we've learned so far is that God's a dick.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? If you're interested in how we reached this startling conclusion, maybe start from episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in anywhere. It's all good.
Yep.
Hey wife, did you know that Anchor is sponsoring our show?
Really? Don't we use Anchor to distribute our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts?
Yeah, and we are on just about every other platform available as well, thanks to them.
Why do we use Anchor as our podcasting service?
Well, they make editing and distributing our show a breeze.
What if one of our listeners wants to start their own podcast?
Then they should head over to anchor.fm or download the app to get started.
Awesome! You guys should go do that right now! Husband!
Wife,
You know what today is?
today is Saturday.
Q&A!
Yeah,
Are you ready for a Q?
I am, we have Q's. I'm ready for some A's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you hoping I have some A's?
I really am, because I had a lot of Q's, I think, but I don't know if we have a lot of A's.
I have a few A's. I don't know if they went with your Q's.
Damn it.
So let's put your Q's and my A's together and see what we come up with.
All right, let's go do this.
Okay, bye. Okay, so you know how just then when I said, okay, bye.
You said, okay, bye. I was like, what the hell? We're not leaving. We're coming
I
right
know,
back.
I know. So I wanted to address that right off the top. Not bye like bye.
Right.
Yeah.
By like that segment.
Yeah.
You know, we don't really know what we're doing at all.
I say things
We
that
just say whatever comes to our heads.
Yeah.
And it's not always correct.
no,
Like
I know.
the things that we say are definitely not always
It's
correct.
so true. It's so true. But I was just like, oh, we're at the end of this segment. Bye. And that's what I meant. But like, no, but we
Right.
still
You
have
probably
more.
just lost half of our audience.
Oh, wow.
They're all gone now.
If they were going to leave over something so silly, I mean, good grief. If that's what sent them off.
Right. Yeah, no. that would be bad.
I mean, I've done so much more egregious things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, okay. So the first thing I want to go over is, remember we were asking about what's the difference between the angel of the Lord, the spirit of the Lord, and then God himself,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
So, it's really hard to get into a conversation about that because, of course, if you have atheist scholars, they're like, well, none of it's real, so why
Right.
bother, right?
That's,
But then-
you know what? I've stopped you right there for 1 second.
Okay.
Because that's one of my pet peeves on Twitter when we're talking about, like discussing religion and stuff. there's
let me just cut you off. Are you trying to say that some atheists have fucking sticks up their asses?
Well, yeah, like
Yeah,
they won't
they
play
do.
along. They won't just be like, okay, let's take this as a hypothetical. If there is a God, like, you know, let's just have a little bit of fun with this. I get it. I understand why some people have a right to be upset a lot of the times. Probably way more than I do, because I didn't even grow up with religion. But sometimes I just want people to be like, just play, just
or if you
pretend.
don't want to, don't comment.
Right? Yeah,
Like,
I think that's what bothers me.
You don't have to fucking
It's
be like, I'm here to show you that I have a stick up my ass, and I think you're dumb. The end.
Because I'll ask questions like, you know, if God is da 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 da, and you know, I hashtag it with atheists, so obviously I'm like, yeah, I don't believe in God. But then somebody's like, well, that's a non-starter because I don't believe in God, or
Yeah.
God doesn't exist. And da 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 da. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just, you know, the spirit of the question. Just go along with it for a
Right.
minute, you know.
Right.
But I also get it. I understand they want to not acknowledge God in any way whatsoever, but at the same
Which
time,
is fine. You can.
don't acknowledge my post then.
Right. Right. Exactly. So, those atheists that have sticks up their butts.
Yeah.
They're the same ones that I'm talking about over here.
Right. And I'm sorry, I just didn't mean to go on a rant.
Oh
about
no, you're
that,
fine.
so-
You're fine. Because it's true.
Right.
Some of them suck, you know, because you know why?
You know what? Some
Because
people suck. All
that's
types
what
of people suck.
Because you know why? Because they're human, and
Right.
humans suck. That's
true.
why.
That is true.
And some suck more than others.
That is a
and
universal truth.
Yeah, it doesn't matter like sex, gender, or religion, or lack thereof. Like
Some definitely suck more than others, though.
so. Oh yeah, there's shades of sucking.
Yeah.
Gradient. There's definitely a
It
spectrum.
goes all the way from like Mother Teresa to Trump.
I mean, I wouldn't use Mother Teresa because she wasn't as sweet and
Oh, she wasn't?
apple pie as
No, whatever.
you
Whoever's
know,
sweet and apple
history.
pie is,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
That person
That
to Trump.
That nice person.
Yeah.
Okay. So we were talking about the difference between the angel of the Lord, the spirit of the Lord, and
Right,
God, right?
right, yeah.
And it's really hard to get a finite answer because, you know, we've got atheist scholars that are like, it's a dumb question.
Right.
And then we've got Bible apologists that are like, oh, clearly it's a sign of Jesus come before.
It's always a fucking sign of Jesus.
yeah.
It's always a sign of Jesus.
So these are the kinds of answers that you get though when you're looking for this stuff, and you're like,
Right.
no, I'm not here to like praise the Lord, but nor am I here to say it doesn't matter because it's not real. You
Right,
know?
right.
I'm here to say, what did they mean though? What
Yeah.
did they mean? Not what do you think they mean? What did they mean?
Right.
Not what do you mean?
I mean, and that's nearly, I mean, it's impossible
It
to
is
say
impossible.
between translations and,
Right.
you know, thousands of years ago.
yeah,
It's just not.
our cat is playing with something on the table. I just thought
That
I'd
would be
point
a-
that
a
out.
chip.
Oh,
That'd be a
okay.
chip, yeah.
Okay. Our cat eats
Potato chips.
potato chips and salsa.
Yeah.
Or tortilla
Not
chips.
salsa, tortilla chips, yeah.
What a fucking weirdo. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, it gets really difficult trying to find an answer. For the most part, it's thought that they're kind of the same-ish, but it really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, if it is God's word, it is his word, whether it's spoken directly or funneled through an avatar.
Got it. But my contention was that they were all at the same place.
Right.
They were all talking at that same place. Like there was the prophet, the angel of the Lord, and then the Lord himself talked.
Right.
You know, according to the Bible, right?
According to this translation that we're reading.
Right, yeah, sure.
And that could have been bad too.
No, definitely. I fully acknowledge that. But the way it was said
Yeah.
was as though it was three different entities.
Sure. Yeah. So basically my answer is
We don't know.
damn it. Yeah. Sorry about that one, but you know, at least we got to air our grievances a little
Sure.
bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the next one, the next little tidbit of trivia that I wanted to cover was, remember when Gideon was sent down by God to go spy on these two guys that were talking, and they were like, "You had a dream,"
Yes.
and it was like,
yeah, he was like standing, like apparently he was standing close enough to hear them talking about a fucking dream.
yeah, and the dream was of a loaf of barley bread tumbled
Yeah.
into the camp, and it struck my tent, and it fell, overturned, and collapsed. And you were like, how could a loaf of bread be that heavy that it knocked over your fucking tent? And how
Right.
did you go from like success to fail? Like, how do you get that out of a loaf of barley bread? Well, here's the thing about that. It was significant because only the very poor ate barley bread.
Okay.
Because it was food for dogs and cattle.
Ah.
And so the vision meant that the camp of the Midianites would be knocked over by a humble nobody.
Oh, that's who Gideon was?
Yeah.
The guy who has 43 pounds of gold now?
No. Well, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you know.
It just meant that the camp was going to fall.
Okay.
And whatever.
Right. There's a lot of problems with that.
Yeah,
Because
but
A, he couldn't have been that close. B, they
No.
wouldn't have been fucking
Oh, yeah,
talking
no.
about a barley bread thing knocking over tents.
It was
Just
definitely
didn't
a
happen.
parable or whatever
Right.
at best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was, I think, a poor one.
A
but-
very bad one.
It's just my opinion.
Most Bible ones are, for two reasons. One, because the right can't meme, and two, because I mean these people are from like thousands of years
Yeah,
ago,
so, like,
and
they're-
their sense of humor is so like a rock, because they didn't have YouTube, so like fuck them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like now we can literally play the lava game because,
I know
you can do special effects and like, make
Yeah.
the lava game a real thing.
the floor
It's
is
awesome.
lava.
Right? I love those videos, by the way.
I
Like
know.
the ones that like take those things like it's lava.
They're funny.
Yeah.
So that's on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we had another question. Remember when Gideon, he did a lot of winning and he took, he had everybody give him earrings
Yes.
of gold.
Yeah.
And there were so many pounds.
Yep.
And then he melted them down, smelt it and dealt it and made a sacred ephod out of it.
Yes.
And
I
we
do.
were like,
yeah, right.
that's a
okay.
chest plate. What the fuck are you doing with that,
Yeah.
dork?
Right.
Okay. So, okay. Hold on. Sorry, I lost my place.
Ephod.
Ephod. Yeah. So we remember that happened and we remember what an ephod is.
You know what impressed me the most?
What?
Is that we remembered what the fucking ephod was.
I know, right? Like, we're real Bible scholars now.
Because it's not like we take notes before we go into these episodes.
Oh, hell no.
We're just pulling this out of our goddamn ass. So.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there it was. We remember what an ephod was. We're
I
like,
know.
damn. That was
That
kind of
was-
impressive.
That was pretty
We impressed
impressive.
ourselves just
yeah,
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That was
good
really
stuff.
awesome.
Yeah.
And we both did.
Right.
That's not often. Usually it's one of us and the other one's like, really?
Right, because
I don't
one of us
remember
said
that.
it, and then one of us was like, "Yeah, isn't that supposed to be like the chess piece?"
Yeah,
And so we
yeah.
both knew.
We knew.
And we're like, "Damn, we both knew."
That's good
Sorry,
stuff right there.
we're tooting our own horn way too much here.
It's very exciting when we know a thing.
Yeah,
That's all.
No, I mean
that's all I'm
it
gonna
doesn't
say.
happen often. So
no, it
you
really
know.
doesn't. So, okay. So here's a little bit of story behind that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So, over in Ephraim, those people over there, the Midians, I think, they had the tabernacle set up there for
Okay.
for worship for Israel. Okay.
Okay.
It was in Shiloh at this moment in time. Okay, at this
Okay.
at this exact moment, it moved a lot, but this particular day or whatever.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
The center of worship, the tabernacle, was in Shiloh, which was in the territory of Ephraim. Okay,
Okay.
and so Gideon was like, everybody's going over there to worship, and I think that they should come over here to me to worship because I'm like kingly-ish.
But
you know?
that's the
Oh, I know.
temple.
I
You
know.
gotta go to the temple.
Yes, I know.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I hear you.
Okay.
That he started out such a good guy, but in his older age, he became more and more and more bad and evil. And
It didn't really portray that very well, though.
It
I mean,
did- it did
we
in
got
that-
that a little bit, like 'cause,
we
you
got
know-
that because he was asking for the gold and because he made the thing in the first
right,
place. And,
right.
he made a lot of wives and stuff. We
Yeah.
commented on it.
No, yeah, we did.
He got uppity. Power corrupts.
Okay.
Money corrupts.
All right, fair enough.
And so he had all the wives, right? He had all the land. He had all of the everything, but he didn't have the glory of the people coming to worship at his place.
Got
They
it.
were going over there where they had a rivalry.
Right.
And so it looked like to him, to his stupid eyes, it looked like Ephraim had all the prestige and the influence and
Sure.
stuff like that.
Right.
Like he wasn't looking at it as, but they're
He was
praising
jealous
the Lord.
of
He was
them.
jealous. Yeah. So he put that up as like on a post as something to represent, like, look at this fine piece that it was made all together out of our fighting that we did together.
Because I was in the Lord's favor and yada yada.
Yes,
yada. Right.
yes, and so we beat them, and so we should give thanks to the Lord every time we look at this thing.
But here's the thing though about that. The thing about that.
Okay.
Okay. The thing about that is this that I'm going to say just
Okay.
now.
Yes. What is it? Oh my God. What?
Sorry. So they have before decided that they were going to worship in another place, or and God did not like these things happening.
Right.
He was not happy at all about that.
Right.
And remember when the who was it, the East Side Gang decided to put up that the rock thing to remind the future generations.
Yes, the altar.
They thought they were going to worship. They were ready to go to war with those fuckers.
I know.
I'm
I
like,
know.
and God probably would have backed them.
Yeah.
If it was true that they were. I mean, like, this is a big deal.
This
You got to
is-
worship at the tabernacle.
But this is several years down the line now. Joshua is dead.
So you're telling me God's a different person and he doesn't care as much?
That's what the Bible has told me.
I mean, that's kind of what I gather too.
The Bible has told me that with each successive generation, God steps back more and more.
It seems that way, doesn't it?
There's fewer and fewer magic-y things and fewer reasons to actually worship him.
But why?
Question mark.
Why?
Because he's not real.
But no,
That-
I know. But like, why does God in the Bible, in this fictional book that we're reading about a God who is all powerful and all seeing?
So, do you want the Bible apologist answer?
Sure.
Because the Bible apologist answer is God continued to pull back more and more because mankind continued to not listen to him, and he just got so tired of dealing with their stupidness that he just pulled away.
But he promised time and time again that if they kept being stupid, he was just going to kill them all.
But it was just, he loved his creation too much.
I call bullshit. He lit them on fire, fucking,
No,
dropped in the
I
fucking
totally
earth
agree
and all
with
kinds
you.
of shit.
I totally agree with you. Like, I'm not arguing that. I'm just telling you what a Bible apologist would say.
Right, all right.
They would tell you that, humanity became too evil, and so God had to look away because it hurt him too much, and it, made him sad cry and whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. It is bullshit. It's total bullshit.
It is. It's complete bullshit.
The fact of the matter is God doesn't exist, and it's
Right.
clear from this book that at the very least this God doesn't exist. 'cause
Exactly.
the whole story is stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was another thing that we were going to talk about, the ephod. Like, why did they do that?
Right.
Okay, remember when Abimelech, not Gideon.
Yeah, we had a
Abimelech.
question. Yeah, we wanted to know about that.
Okay, so remember when Abimelech, he wanted to take over, and because his daddo died,
Yeah. Right.
and he was like, okay, I'm going to take over, except that oopsie, I've got these 70 brothers over here,
Right. So just dispatch those guys.
but those are on his dad's side. So he goes to his mom's side of the family, and he's like, oh my gosh, you guys, I
Right.
need money and help.
and
can you
you
please?
guys need to support me.
Yeah.
Right.
And so they did. They gave him the money, but they didn't understand, according to what I read, they didn't understand that he was going to use that money to hire murderers to help him take care of
His brothers.
his brothers.
Right.
They were giving him money to, as startup, to help him in, begin his campaign to become the new leader
Right.
of the people.
He's gonna, decide to. I'm gonna show my worth and become
Yes.
the new leader.
And so they put their faith in him, and they put all their money in him, and he betrayed them.
So no wonder they rebelled after 3 years.
Yeah.
They're like, well, he's kind of an asshole, so we'll let him get away with this for a bit. But
Yeah.
But
So
as soon as we get a chance,
he killed, on one side of the family, he killed them all. On the other side, he betrayed their trust
yeah,
and robbed them.
right,
And, something to keep in mind too is that the money that they gave him, even though it did come from his mother's side,
yeah,
the actual coins came from the temple of Baal.
oh,
So it was blood money. It
Right.
was bad worship, evil money.
Yeah, this
And that came around to bite them all in the ass.
right, right.
In Bible canon
Yeah,
world.
right.
What
And I'm
comes
assuming
around
this
goes
is
around.
from exist out in the world or
No,
something.
because the actual Bible says they gave him 70 silver coins
Right.
from the temple of Baal Berith,
Oh,
which
okay,
he used
okay.
to hire some reckless troublemakers
Yeah,
who agreed
yeah.
to follow him.
All right, you're right. You're right. Okay.
So it's there. We just didn't think
Read
of
into it enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I read that, I thought that is something that, although we didn't really ask about, it's something we should probably be aware of.
Sure. Yeah.
That he was not nice, even on his mom's side.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
I mean, not cool, but you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one.
But he got a millstone in the end, though.
He
That was
sure did.
Really cool.
He sure as fuck did.
That was awesome.
That was cool. Okay, so remember we had a question about it's Judges chapter 9 verse 6. Then all the leading citizens of Shechem and Beth Millo called a meeting under the terebinth oak beside the pillar at Shechem and made Abimelech their king.
Right. And we said,
And we
you know,
were
that
like-
oak right there.
Yeah, and
That
we were
one-
like,
the one oak.
what the fuck are you even talking about? What does
Right.
all that mean? So, okay, first of all, the citizens of Shechem and Beth Millo. What's a Beth Millo? We never heard of that before, right? A Millo, it originally referred to a rampart or earthwork, and it may have developed into a reference to fortresses or, something to that effect.
Okay.
So basically, the citizens of Shechem and whatever this probably town center building
Got it.
is the guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So that's what that is. And then Abimelech's coronation took place at the same tree where Joshua had solemnly placed a copy of the law of God under that terebinth oak tree.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting because
Yeah.
he definitely was not with God.
Right. That's the point, is that like the words of God are written right there.
He's basically spitting in God's face.
Yeah. And on his ancestors' faces.
Right. And
yeah.
then that's why it was so important to show that he was ultimately killed with disgrace and people left him. So
And that's why also it was important to say the oak.
Right.
You know, the
That
oak.
oak.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The one where dude left the word of God, and
Right.
then also the one where dude became king or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that was kind of important. I
Sure.
still don't know what that means. Is it just a type of tree or some shit?
I don't think that really matters.
It doesn't
Honestly, I
matter.
think it's more to the point that Joshua did something there. Is that what she said, Joshua?
Joshua was the one that left the words there.
Okay, he left the
word of God
word
there.
of God there, and so the fact that he did that, and then Abimelech was coronated there,
Right.
just shows that he was
How far the people had strayed.
Yeah, exactly, and more than that, it showed good cause for God to be angry and spiteful at him. I
Because
guess.
not only was Abimelech bad, like he betrayed one side, murdered the other, and then led the people to crown him their leader on the same spot.
right,
Like, how much worse can you get, dude?
yeah,
So yeah, that happened.
okay,
Okay, here's another one. Ready?
yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, this is the last one, and it's we already knew it.
Okay.
Remember at that very end, the one brother that got away, right?
Yeah,
Jotham.
Right.
And he climbed to the top of
Gerizim.
Mount Gerizim and
Yeah.
shouted, right?
Uh-huh.
And he did that whole long song shouty thing.
right.
And then ran away again.
Was that Cursed Mountain?
That was Blessed Mountain.
Blessed Mountain. Okay.
Yeah.
But it was one of the mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
All
was
right.
Blessed Mountain.
Okay.
Yep. So
It's odd that he climbed Blessed Mountain to curse them.
well,
I guess he wasn't cursing them.
he was blessing God.
right. Okay.
That's why, because he was true to God's, orders and stuff. And he was saying, oh, God be with me, and God, don't turn your back on these people. And,
Right.
God is great. God is good. Let us thank him for the food, that
Right.
whole thing. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
where
he
that's
went up
at.
on Blessed Mountain and yelled at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He yelled loud.
Yelled loud. Yeah. 'Cause,
And then
if you
hid.
got to yell from the top of a mountain, you gotta raise that voice up a little bit.
Yeah. But don't forget that the Cursed Mountain and the Blessed Mountain, they're, right next to each other, and you can stand on one or the other and hear what's being shouted.
Yeah, but you got to shout. I'm sure.
I'm
It's
sure.
a fucking mountain.
Yeah, definitely.
So
But I'm just saying.
right. All right. We're just rambling now.
Well, yeah.
So let's go ahead and end this for today.
Okay. That was our Q&A for Judges chapters 6 through 10, and then tomorrow we will have our replay, and then Monday we will be back for Judges chapter 11.
All right, we'll see you guys then.
Bye. Husband,
Yes, wife?
remember how you told me we're on Patreon now?
Yeah, why?
Because we're starting something new for Patreon members only. Every couple of weeks, we'll cover something in the news, a current event, or something we feel strongly needs to be discussed. And only subscribers get to hear our discussion.
That's right. It's all for our Patreon members as a thank you for their support. Join now for as little as $2 a month to get all of our extra content. Go to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Do it now. Husband, it's the end.
It is indeed, wife.
Tell the people where they can contact us.
Well, they can get a hold of us via our email, which is sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. We have Twitter at sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh, why do you know? Why do you keep doing that? Ugh. All right, we have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Pinterest page. But if you really want to get our attention, Twitter's where it's at.
Twitter is where you're at.
Yeah.
And they should also review, like, and subscribe, yeah?
Definitely. Apple Podcasts reviews help us out tremendously. And we also can use your support on Patreon, which is a great place to support us as well. That would be at patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks!
Okay, bye.